Hello and welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the Gemstar, and this is the Random Collective Tea. We want to thank you so much for making Kettle Messages Tarot your channel for general intuitive tarot and oracle readings by your gifted intuitive mystic, the Gemstar. For your own personal private readings, reach out to us on our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Now let's get ourselves some random collective tea. Welcome everyone. It's your reader, the Gemstar, here live on YouTube. These are general random readings. Remember, they are for your entertainment. Please do not take them personally. Let's take this moment to center ourselves, to shuffle the cards. Once again, I'm your reader, the Gemstar, here to bring you the general random collective tea spilling. This random general tea will consist of a choice of 3 gemstones. You may choose from the selenite, the labradorite, or the citron. We are waiting to be joined in the tea room. If you're joining us live, welcome. I am the Gemstar, and I'm here to spill the general tea for you guys. If you're joining us, welcome to this general random tea. You will have an option of picking between 3 stones: the citron, the labradorite, and the citron. We are now giving the cards a shuffle and allowing people to join us in the tea room. We welcome you. Give us a shout out. Let us know how you doing. Welcome everyone, welcome. Blessings and light for the collective. Let's tap into that energy. And let's see what's going on in the general tea. What's the oracle's tea? Let us find out the general random tea spilling. Here are your 3 options. You have the citron, the labradorite, the citron. Correction guys. The selenite, the labradorite, or the citron. Just in case I made a boo-boo. Selenite, labradorite, and citron will be this random tea spilling options. Let us begin with the labradorite. Let's begin with the labradorite. There we go. Let us get it in there for you guys. And let's begin the first random tea, which is the labradorite. Let's see what messages. Ooh, okay, they're flying out. What's the oracle's tea, Spirit? What is the oracle's tea? We're gonna accept these first. Let me get that in there for you guys. Okay. So someone here is feeling abandoned, feeling like they're being left behind, feeling alone, in need and wanting of a friend at this time. Someone has taken a hit to their ego in this tea spilling, and they're in need of refuge. To whom will they go? Who will they choose? Who will it be? Who's vulnerable enough at this time to let this individual in? Though this person needs a boost. This person that's coming through in this reading needs a boost. They've taken a hit to their ego, to their pride. They need a supply. They need someone as a supply. And they're on the hunt. Don't let you be Little Red Riding Hood lost in those woods when the big bad wolf with its hunger comes for you. So someone is coming back into your life, or you will be meeting someone who has recently gotten dumped, and they're looking for a stroke to the ego at this time. And anybody who will sing their praises will do. Now, what is this person in this reading coming with? Well, they're coming full of desire, passion, pure lust. When they lay eyes on you, you are automatically going to turn them on physically. The first feeling and emotion that's going to rush through this person's body when they lay eyes on you is of lust, passion, and desire. And when they're with you, they will become a beast. They will become a beast. But their heart isn't in this connection. Their heart belongs elsewhere. Their mind is elsewhere. Their body is with you, but when you speak to them, you can see this look of being spaced out, being distant, not truly being present or connecting. At times you even ask them, what did I say? Repeat, what did I just say? Are you even listening to me? No, this person is not listening because they just gotten dumped, they're heartbroken, they're full of anger and jealousy and bitterness at this time towards themselves because they still hold a fondness in their heart for their ex. And somewhere deep inside of them, they're hoping for the return of the ex. But while the ex is not in the picture, they're saying to themselves, well, no need to waste free time. Let me find a new supply. So this person wants to be a lover. And that is the only thing that they will be offering. And not even a lover in the light, but a lover in the night. where no one can see them out and about with you. So no one can report back to their ex that they're seeing someone else, that they're dating someone else, that they already getting physical with someone else, passionate and full of lust and desire for someone else. And they're going to string you along. They're going to breadcrumb you. They're going to start telling you that they need time to figure things out, that they're not ready for a relationship now. But the truth is that they're not ready for a relationship with you now. They're still holding that space for that ex to return because they messed that relationship up and they're feeling like crap, total shit about it. And they're hoping that the ex forgives them, that they will see a glimmer of hope, a text, a post, something that they can hold on to for the light at the tunnel with the ex. So in the meantime, they're going to go out, they're going to have their options, they're going to have several supplies to stroke their ego. So when the ex comes back, they feel big about themselves once again. And so they could make the ex suffer. Toxic. This person is toxic. That's coming out in the labradorite. They need that labradorite. You use your labradorite as your protection stone from this toxic person. This toxic person. They're very immature. They're very immature. And when that ex communicates with them, or when they finally find a way to get through to that ex is going to let them know that it's time for them to grow up, that it's time for them to deal with their shit, that they're not their parent, that they're not looking to have a relationship with a kid, that they realized that the relationship with them was more of a burden and a problem, that this person in this reading is no prize for any man or any woman because they like being stroked. They like attention. They're attention seekers. They're always looking for connections and distractions out of their relationship, which they claim to love this person. So the ex, if they do communicate, then the ex is just going to turn them down, okay? That ex is going to let them know, if you continue to be selfish, dramatic, play games, you're going to be alone. You're going to stay alone. Nobody is going to want to be with you. No one is going to stay with you long term. No one is going to want to come back. Start treating others fairly. Grow up. Grow up. This ex is telling them if they have to communicate with them. But while they're in your company, they're just feeding off of your energy, feeding off of your love, feeding off of anything they can get from you, to the point of exhausting you, exploiting you. And then at the end, their plan is to, run away with your heart if this ex comes back or if this ex communicates with them. Because this person doesn't want to change. They want a partner that accepts them with their shenanigans, with their cheating, with their lying, with their deceptive ways, where with their immaturity, their indecision, their fickleness of the heart, their betrayal, their disloyalty to the relationship. Someone wants to be accepted that way because that's just the way they are. Okay? And if you love them, then you will understand that. No, you do not need to accept that. You should put up boundaries. You should use your labradorite, okay, for your protection. Nothing changes with this person. It's always the same. They jump into connections purely of lust, full of passion and desire, and then as quickly as they jump in, they flame out. They flame out, they exhaust the partner, they bring out the worst in their partner, they drive the partners to the point where they just want to throw their hands up in the air and just move on. There's too many differences. There's too much one-sidedness, a lack of respect, a lack of appreciation, definitely a lack of loyalty and transparency, and the ex is not going to accept this. And you will start to see this mask fall off very quickly. Because when that ex turns them down for the second, third, fourth, fifth time, it's gonna be hell on wheels with this person. Again, so they go back and forth between you and the ex. When the ex gives them attention, they go over there. When the ex blocks them, they go towards you. Every time they come back to you, oh, I needed a timeout, I needed to straighten my act up, I needed to figure things out, I've been irresponsible, I've been blaming others, you were right, I was wrong. I need to do some serious growing up. It's like they come in with tales of they had the ultimate epiphany, and it's not true. It's all bullcrap. They haven't grown up, okay? They will move on when things get dull, when things get boring, when the sex from lust, desire, and passion starts trickling. They will find another supply. This person needs constant attention, constant reinforcement, energy. And, at this time, when they're being rejected by the ex, when they start being rejected by you, and they start getting that visit from what they gave out, they're going to receive, they got some dues to pay up, all right? Spirit says, oh no, this person has a heavy debt. A heavy debt because of all the hearts that they've broken, all the pain that they've caused, all the damage that they've done to others, just to feed their ego, just to make themselves feel good. Narcissistic, selfish individuals that only look out for their self-interest. And when things start getting normal, right? When you start building that true connection with someone, when you become vulnerable and start having serious conversations about relationships and the growth and where this relationship is going, then they're out. Oh, no, that's too serious, that's too responsible, that's too much maturity for me. I like it fun, I like it light, I like it passionate. Like a person that's totally sexed up or just needs attention, worship. This person may even have issues with child support or issues with the relationship they have with their children or their siblings or their family because of this one-sidedness, because of the selfishness, because of the big ego. And some people are saying, where's your humanity? Where's your compassion? Where is your empathy for your fellow man? How would you like it if the tables were turned? And that is what's occurring. The table is going to turn, and this person will reap what they've sown. They've left broken hearts behind without a second look, without an explanation, without closure, without apology, and they're going to be left high and dry that same very way. Let's use the oracle's tea. So let's see what's the oracle's tea for this reading. Oh, for the Labradorite. Let's see. They say life is built on second chances. Oh, that's confirmation. That's confirmation. Now we are using our very own oracle deck, the Oracle's Tea, Kettle Messages Tarot. Visit our website. The information is in the description box below. And these are the messages from Madame Gemstar. And she says that they say life is built on second chances. Here they stand, confirmation. We said they will return again, back and forth. Here they stand offering themselves to you. They have seen the cost of their mistakes, felt the ache of absence, and now they are ready to prove what you've always deserved. They wish to be let in, to mend, to rebuild, to let love decide. Let it rise and let it win. This is the intention that they are returning with. They wanting that second chance with you, friend or lover or ex. They're standing here with offerings to you. They say that they've seen the error of their ways, the cost of their mistakes. They have felt the ache of your absence. And now they're ready to prove what you always deserved. Oh, what tangle web they weave. Let's see if their intentions are true. Because the Oracle's Tea said, no, as soon as someone else comes along, something shiny, something with a lot of energy, with a high vibration that they can drain like a battery, they will be off again. Or when you put boundaries to how much sexual connection you have in a relationship, when you make this person wait, you will see how they will flee and the mask will fall off. So let's see, they want to come back, they want that second chance. Is this intention true, Spirit? Ooh, okay, we're going to accept it. Let's see if it's true. Oh, we said it. Here they coming. Here they coming with the message. But there you have the eye of Ra, the eye of protection, the eye of God, the eye of the Holy Spirit, the eye of your guardian angel, the eye of your archangels, the eye of your ancestors telling you, take a deeper look, take your time. What are they really saying? Okay? It's like detach from emotion, okay? Because we don't have any hearts here. We just have follow your intuition when you receive this message, or when this person starts telling you how remorseful they are, how sorry they are, when they take accountability, when they say, it was me, it wasn't you, I apologize, you're right, I need to grow up. Are they saying it from the heart? Is it true? Is it sincere? Or is it just bullcrap, as Spirit said? Follow your intuition on this one, okay? It's definitely going to take you to tap into your intuition and allow yourself to be guided from what comes from within, in order to know how you want to proceed and move forward with this connection. To wrap it up, we're going to get a message for the soul, okay? So let's get a message from the soul. A message from the soul to wrap up our first Oracle Tea General Random Filling with Labradorite. Yes, the Labradorite. Bring it on, Labradorite. Oh my goodness. Confirmation. Hit that like button when you see the truth before your eyes. We love you. Thank you for your support, and we welcome you into our sacred space because we love you and we only want to bring you the truth. The Queen of Swords here with you, your High Priestess. We said, follow your intuition. Follow your gut feelings. Is it true or is it BS? Is it sincere or is it just smoke and mirrors? Okay, or are you just a temporary supply? Are you willing? Let's see the deeper message of your soul, Labradorites. You are on the edge of something great. Can you feel it? Yes, there's a risk, uncertainty, imperfections ahead. Failure is certain, and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. What we said, confirmation, trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach your dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Be brave, Labradorites. Follow your heart's compass and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra, it's possible. For some of you, you may give them that second chance to see if they are sincere, if there has been change, if they have seen error of their ways. But for others, you will learn to love yourself first, to put yourself first, to have boundaries, self-respect, integrity, the honor of your word, your belief, and your faith in the universe and in yourself and in your guides. Are you brave enough? Are you willing to make that decision you need to make when you receive the message of a return? Okay, Labradorites, that has been your Oracle Tea General Random Tea Filling. Hello, child of light. Your audio has too much echo. Oh. Child of light, is it better now? Oh, my apologies. No one can understand you. Okay. Oh, thank you once again. I thank you. I'm sorry I got your message late, child of light. I was so into the tea that I wasn't paying attention to the tea room. My apologies. Let's try this again. But this time, let's work with the selenite. And let me know, guys, if you can hear me clearly and the echo is no longer there. Thank you. Once again, my apologies. Welcome, everyone. I'm your reader, the Gemstar, and we're here with What's the Oracle's Tea? The Gemstar and Kettle messages, labor of love. Check us out in the description box below. Let's begin spilling the tea. Oh, selenite, what messages do you have for us, selenite? What messages does this option bring? Okay, we're gonna accept that. And this flipped over, so yes. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you all for your support, hitting that like button, joining us in the tea room. Thank you once again, Child of Light. I hope I've successfully removed the echo. Oh, there it is. Let's continue. Mille grazie, mille grazie. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's begin spilling the tea. Let's see what selenite has to illuminate for us. All right. So let's see what selenite is illuminating at this time. For those of you that chose this option, someone in the situation is weighing out their options, going back and forth in their mind, in their heart, in their energy, asking themselves, should they stay or should they go? Will they say yes? Will they say no? They're freaking out at this time because they know that they have to make a decision. This may be you. This is the pressure, the weight on the shoulders, the concern, the fears, the doubts creeping up, the insecurities creeping up, trying to talk someone out of a journey, a new path, a new beginning, a new start. You are in between worlds, in between options, in between phases of your life. Do you stay and continue in this situation? Or do you move on, take a risk, and see what is out there? Someone here is afraid to talk about their feelings, to let their heart pour out, to reveal to someone else that they love them. They feel like you may seem to society very different, incompatible. But this person feels like their connection with you goes much deeper than that. And they feel that although others may not understand your love connection or their love for you or your love for them, they know in their heart you are their other half. You complete them. Or you bring out the best in them and they see you as their true love. You've been like no other that they've ever had. When you came into this person's life, you seemed like an alien out of this world, very different, interesting, intriguing, mysterious, someone that they wanted to get to know, someone whose life they wanted to be a part of, someone whose stories they wanted to listen to, live through the experience of storytelling, live through your energy. And they feel as one with you. Others may tell you different. Your friends may tell you you're incompatible. Society may say you don't belong together. Loved ones may not approve. But your heart speaks so loud. The drum beats so hard and so strong that it drowns out the naysayers and the hate of others. But this is where the choice lies. Will you choose to stand by this love that you are feeling, that's awakening something beautiful and precious in you, in a connection that you feel or they feel like it's out of this world, once in a lifetime, unique? Will you stand for that relationship, or will you give into the pressures of society, of your family, of your friends? Someone here just wants someone else to be real about their feelings, to free their emotions. Now, as we said at the beginning, we feel this energy of insecurity, of doubt, of indecision, of fear, of rejection. And the other person is saying, but this is what I need from you. This is what I want from you, and I've always wanted you to express how you feel, to show me emotion, because that's why I haven't been giving this friendship or this connection a chance. And I've had my walls up, and I've had boundaries, and I've had my heart closed or well protected and shielded, because I don't want to get hurt, because I don't want to love someone if I don't know where they stand and they feel, and the other person is just holding back, a fear of vulnerability, fear of rejection. These are two individuals that just need to speak honestly from the heart. Be transparent with one another. Be vulnerable. Speak of your wants, your needs, your desires, the future of your connection together, the future of your connection starting right now. Can you save it? Is it worth saving? Or is someone being too scared and insecure turning you off? Because you want someone to stand up for the relationship, to choose you, to defend you, to stand up for you, to stand up for the relationship. Not hide it, not run away from it, not deny it, but to embrace it, to say it out loud. I love you. To let others know I love them. You may not want this relationship, you may not want this connection, but I do. I stand up for it. I believe in our relationship, in this connection, this friendship. You don't necessarily need to. I just need you to respect and support my decision. It is my decision whether to say yes or no. Wow. There's a lot of chemistry. There's a lot of chemistry, like pent up passion, pent up emotions, pent up expressions of love, of desire. It's like somebody needs to scream from the rooftop, I want you, I desire you, I am attracted to you. You are the apple of my eye. You are my apple pie. And they're falling in love. Someone is falling in love and is afraid to express it to another in fear of rejection. Okay, and someone is upset about it because it's like, if you truly believe in our connection, then you will reveal your feelings to me. You will let down your guard. You will chip. You will allow that wall to be chipped, so I can see a little light at the end of the tunnel. Give me something to hold on to or I will let go. If it is too hard for you to admit that you love me and that you want to be with me. All right, so let's see the Oracle's Tea, our original Oracle deck on Kettle Messages Tarot. Check out the description box below if you're interested in pre-ordering it. Madam Gemstar sees in her Oracle Tea a presence distant now reaching, expecting without earning. Oh, that's confirmation of this energy. They expect you to wait for them. They expect you to play the role of boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, committed, partner, or friend. But they're not giving back that reassurance, that appreciation, that acknowledgement of the connection. So they're wanting you to make the first move and the first step. They're waiting for you to say I love you. They're waiting for you to be vulnerable. They're waiting for you to drop the wall, the barrier, the block, the famous, infamous block. And the wounds of your absence lingers. So even though they know that if they don't admit, or they don't come clean, or they don't get vulnerable, or they don't express their emotions or how they're feeling about you and the relationship, they know that they will miss you, they will mourn you, they will mourn your absence. It will linger. You will forever be holding space in their heart, in their mind, in their energy. It would be like the one that got away type of energy that they will be left with. Even knowing that, they won't take that step towards you. Oh my, oh my. What tangled web they weave. What tangled web they weave. Spirit is saying, for those of you that have chosen selenite, to honor your peace and release what does not serve your soul. If you don't want to be strung along, if you don't want to be breadcrumb, if you don't want to be waiting around till somebody musters up the courage to let you know that they love you, that they want you in their life, that they need you, then it's time to move on. It's time to choose and honor your peace and to release what's not serving your soul. Release the obligation. Release the chain. Release any guilt, any debt you think you owe this person. Release it. You've waited long enough. If they're too afraid to fess up to what they're feeling, if their love for you is not strong enough for them to be able to come to you and to let you know that they want something deeper, they want something real, they don't want you to go, they choose you, they want you to stay. If they're not able to do that, you will release them. And behind you will leave any guilt, any debt you think you owe them, any obligation you think you had to the connection, to the relationship, to the person. And you will begin to honor yourself, your self-respect, and your peace of mind for your soul's sake. All right? For your soul's sake. Let's spill a little more tea on this. Will they fess up? Right? Let's ask that question. Thank you, Spirit, for letting us know if this person will finally let the other person know that they have feelings for them, that they love them, that they will freak out if they move, they leave them behind, they take away their love from them. It's like somebody waiting for you at the airport and you never show up. Even though you love this person and you feel like you can't live without them, you're willing to let them get on that plane. They will get on that plane and they will leave. So, will they make that move? Will they reveal their heart to us? Oh, yeah. Confirmation, sweetheart. Sweetheart. So you are their sweetheart, their apple pie, the apple of their eye. Okay, the one that has their heart, their attention. What they are going to do with this sweetheart. Now that we know you, their sweetheart, what they gonna do? Oh, they're gonna get defensive. They're gonna get angry. And instead of them saying, I'm upset because you're moving, or you're moving on to other friendships, other relationships, other connections, you're moving to a whole new country, a whole new state, you're moving far away from me. Excuse me, I need some tea. Instead of this person fessing up at that very moment when you're in front of them. See? Ooh. It's hard for them. They're extremely shy, vulnerable, fear of rejection, fear of you saying, what the hell? How the hell you think I want to be with you? It's all their fears. Okay? This is a self-fulfilling prophecy for them. This is what they see when they approach you. Ready to be vulnerable, ready to tell you how they feel. They think you're going to reject them. You're going to say you're crazy. Get out of my face. But this is what you are waiting for. They're letting their fears and doubts and insecurities get the best of them. They are their worst enemy here, because you two can have a friendship, a relationship, a future. But you cannot with someone who you don't know where they stand. You don't know how they're feeling. The relationship doesn't even have a label. You don't even know what this connection is. Oh my. No, they won't admit how they feel. They rather keep that to themselves, that they love you, that they want you, and that it's hurting them to see you move away from them, leave them, choose somebody else, get on with your life. It is too hard. Let's get a message from the soul. For selenite, a message from the soul to close this reading. From whom can I release my judgment right now? You see, this person, that's what they truly believe. This is confirmation. They believe that you are going to pass harsh judgment on them if they get vulnerable, if they tell you how they truly feel, if they get outright jealous because you're leaving them, or you're spending less time with them, or they see you less, they talk to you less, you've been ghosting, or you haven't been around much for whatever reason. But they think that you're going, to pass some type of harsh judgment. And you're like, you're just straight out crazy. The message from the soul. Judgment closes our heart to truth and separates us from love. Oh my God, that is confirmation. Confirmation right there. Judgment closes the heart to truth and separates you from love. Believing that they will be rejected, they do not take a risk or a chance towards love to expose their truth. And so their connections end up in separation. They're wanting love, right? Oh my goodness. They are wanting love so bad. Wanting love so bad, but repelling it. Repelling it with every fiber of their being out of fear of rejection or judgment. Like, I'm afraid I'm not good enough. I don't meet up to your standards or your requirements. It's like some real harsh judgment, right? Like a parent to a child. Like we're not on equal footing. We're too different. That's what they fear. That's what they believe. And that's why they don't tell the truth about how they loving and how they feeling. Oh my. It binds us to our fear and holds us in shame. On whom are you placing judgment right now? You see? Without knowing whether you would reject them or not, they're already passing judgment, as if you would judge them harshly. You will see that they're not good enough, that they're not going to meet your standards, that they're not mature enough, that they're not on your level. That's what they believe you would think and feel, but that's because they believe that of themselves. It is their own insecurities about themselves that they are projecting on you. Oh my. Is it someone in your life? Is it yourself? Release the shackles, drop the expectations, and be grateful for what is. Today's soul action for those of you that have chosen the selenite. Illuminating our path. Yes, cleansing and clearing. Look at the person you are judging as if you are looking at a small child. So whoever's having these dark thoughts about what someone else would think or how someone else feels or how someone else will react, this is the person that has to look themselves in the mirror. See them learning and growing, falling down and making mistakes. If you don't take a chance and tell someone how you truly feel about them and you lose that person, you only have yourself to blame. Because if you would have taken a chance, at least you would have known where you stood. And if you could have taken this relationship to the next level, if you could have had your sweetheart, if you just would have claimed them. Oh my. See their desire to be loved and accepted. Confirmation. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. They desire to be loved and accepted. As we said, they have deep fears of rejection. Deep, deep fears of rejection. They want to be loved and accepted, but they don't give someone the opportunity to express themselves and to accept what they offer. Oh, they don't even bother finding out if this person is into them, if they're attracted to them, if that person is feeling exactly what they're feeling. They don't give that person the opportunity because they're too afraid to have the conversation, too afraid to face, the man, the woman in the mirror. Their own fear and insecurities that they're projecting to someone else without knowing their heart, their wants, their needs. Maybe they're waiting for you to say, hey, I love you. You know, holding out for the I love you. And then one day there's going to be no more I love you. No more. Because someone is going to give up. Add more grace to opening your heart to this truth. When I lift the judgment from myself and others, confirmation, they need to release the judgment that they are projecting on others and what is within themselves. That's shadow. That's a lot of shadow work that needs to be done. That's a lot of inner work. This person has to work on their confidence, on their self-belief, on their worth, on their value. When I lift the judgment from myself and others, I uncover my own truth. I am loved. I am whole. I am limitless. And so are they. When you uncover your own truth, when you face that person in the mirror and you say, it is I that don't love myself, so I don't feel worthy of another's love, or I feel inadequate or less than next to a sweetheart. When you face your own inner insecurities and you heal them and love yourself whole and love yourself completely, you will feel limitless, courageous, powerful, and you will have the strength to open up to love without fear of judgment or rejection, because you love yourself enough to know the truth, so you know how to move forward. Because keep in mind, you are limitless. So if this doesn't work out, at least you know that you're strong enough and brave enough and secure in yourself. You've got that self-love that you can deal with making decisions for your own life. I loved it. Oh, selenite, it was beautiful. We thank you for your support of the channel, for hitting that like button, joining us in the tea room, commenting. We appreciate all of your support. Now let's see the message for Citron, for those of you that chose Citron. Let's see what messages come through. I'm your reader, the Gemstone. I'm your reader, the Gemstar. Excuse me. This is the Oracle's tea, random general tea spilling. Oh, they're mixing up. Okay, there it is. Thank you for joining us for the Oracle's tea, random general tea spilling. Let us know if you can hear us on your side clearly. We were having a little technical problem, and I thank Child of Light so much for bringing it to my attention. I hope I fixed it because I can't hear myself. So I count and depend on you guys to let me know. Sending love and light to those of you that assist me. I do appreciate you so much. And that's why we do these readings. Okay. Let's begin spilling the tea. So someone has tried to be a friend, but it hasn't worked out. There's something wrong here. Somebody is telling white lies. Someone may be leaving out certain information. There's deception, lies, manipulation, telling white lies, telling stories that are like Swiss cheese. They make no sense. They have too many holes. They're all over the place. And you've tried to be someone's friend, but you can see their inconsistency. You can see the snakery. You can see the treachery. All right? You can see the lack of transparency, the game that they're trying to play, or playing both sides. Not being totally honest and upfront. Keeping their secrets about what's going on in their life, but wanting to know all about your life. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's a need for someone to get medical attention. No, you're not crazy, but they're not pretending, okay? There is something really wrong, and now it's time to truly be strong. Okay, that's confirmation. Like someone is not making sense. Someone is fragmented. Someone can't put a sentence together. We already see Gemstar stuttering. It's like someone can't remember something in its entirety, or someone is omitting. And someone may think like, oh, that person is being a snake, is being a rat, is being two-faced, is lying, is telling stories. But there's actually something mentally or medically, hormonally or biologically, something is off with them, and they need to see a professional. Okay, someone can be having Alzheimer's. Someone can be, there's like a hormonal imbalance. There's a lot of highs and lows, a lot of emotional outbursts or emotional waves, you know. Sometimes on top of the world, sometimes doom and gloom. Sometimes, you know, it's like the hell with everything. I don't care about anything. The next minute, everything, it's dramatized and worry. Is someone, you know, is all over the place, really. And you may think that, oh, they're telling lies, or they can't remember things, or they can't keep a story together. They can't remember it, or they remember it in a distorted way. It's like you have your truth, they have theirs. They remember it their way, you're remembering it your way. But when they speak, it's a lot of blah blah blah. Like it's all over the place. They talk about one topic, jump to another topic, then jump to another topic, and then say that this is a fact when it's not a fact. If you point it out to them, they don't even say, oh, sorry about that, thanks for that correction. No, they just continue with the story as if it is true. Okay, someone is believing their own lies, their own stories. Okay, someone is delusional or demented or off their meds, or something is hormonally or biologically off. Someone needs to see a professional, and you are being asked to guide them to where they need to go. Okay, someone elderly can be confused, get lost, walk out of the house and just go walking and get lost, can't come back, and you need to go and physically find them. Like dementia, Alzheimer's, there's something off. Bipolar, schizophrenia. Okay, so they they had to have gone to a doctor and someone diagnosed this person, but they're in denial about their emotional or mental decline or physical decline. They are in denial. They want to continue living life as they always have, very independent, youthful. Um, Ailments are catching up. Age is catching up to this person. A way of life, a way of living, responsibilities, stresses in their life are changing. There are things that at one time they could have dealt with, but no longer is capable of. And not because that they don't want to, okay? It's because physically the body is going through changes, and you cannot force the body to do more than what it can. You have to know your limits. And someone has pushed above and beyond the limit, or they have been diagnosed, they have been told what is wrong with them, but they haven't told their friends, they haven't told their family, they haven't been taking their medication, they haven't been following their doctor's instructions. They are off. They look delusional, cuckoo, lying, treacherous, deceitful, inauthentic. Okay. So for those of you that have chosen the citrus, it may fall to you to take care of an ailing grandparent, an ailing parent, to be a nurse aide or a caretaker for someone whose health has been declining for a while. And though they may have been in denial, they may even know of these ailments, and they may have sought out treatment, they have not followed through. Okay, they either can't remember to take their medication, or they refuse to take their medication. This is the energy of someone that all their life they've been independent. They've done everything on their own. They're a lone wolf. They're strong. They're leaders. They're intelligent. They're masterful. And to see yourself declining, fragmenting, is very difficult and hard to come to terms with. When your health is declining, it's not easy to accept when you know that your true authentic self is a strong warrior. But it's time to admit, or to bring someone, to come clean and admit that something is really wrong, and that they need professional help, or they need to take medication, or it's time to think of how to care for this person in this state. Now, it is up to you whether you take on this responsibility, because another message is also coming up, that it's time you go your own way, that someone needs to travel, that they can anchor themselves to this situation or this responsibility, that they wish you well, that they wish you the best, but that this is a burden they can't carry, or they cannot take on because of certain reasons. Okay, it might be because of financial reasons, it may be because of a past situation. There may have been some toxicity in these relationships, in these connections. And now it's up to you to decide whether you take on this responsibility. And for some of you, the decision will be no, I cannot, for whatever your reason is. Okay? No judgment. And for others of you, it will be yes, I want to be here with you. I want to take you to the doctors that you need. I want to take you to the professionals you need to get help. I want to make sure you're taking medication. I want to make sure that you're well and taken care of and that you're comfortable in your old age, as comfortable as I can possibly make you. But another may decide not to take on this burden because it's too big, or because life is taking them somewhere else at a very long distance. Someone here has a long journey to take into consideration. Woo! Lord of mercy. Let's get a message from the Oracle's Tea. Our very own deck from Kettle Messages Tarot, the Oracle's Tea. Madam Gemstar brings you her message. And she sees in her Oracle's Tea that you have love, stability, and a life well built. Yet something still feels missing. That quiet longing, the ache of purpose, isn't always about grand changes. Maybe what you're searching for isn't beyond you, but already within you, waiting to be embraced. So for those of you that have chosen Citron, those of you that find yourselves in a situation in your life where you are financially stable, where you can give this generosity, where you have built a good life for yourself, and so you have much to share, and it gives you purpose, it gives you meaning, it gives you fulfillment to do this. So for some of you, because you are so blessed, when you see another one struggling, then you will be a blessing in their life. It will be your turn to be a blessing in their life. If this grandparent, parent, relative, close loved one supported you, loved you, was there for you, gave you stability, then you will be reciprocating this in their time of need. Because maybe because you have everything, this will fulfill you in a way that your soul longs for you to embrace. It's like the universe has blessed you with so much. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, life has blessed you so much that now it's your turn to give back and to tithe. But for another, okay, that's confirmation when we said someone will show up for this ailing person that's going through something very difficult for them. Once they were strong, independent, young lion in the jungle, but now the lion needs to go to green pastures and lay in the sun and enjoy their well deserving rest and pampering and nurturing, right? For all the nurturing they gave out to you in your life, you are being asked now to tithe and to give back. Oh, yes, you see? They're waiting. And this is confirmation when we said that there's a second individual here, that their life, their dreams, their goals are taking them elsewhere. They need to go on a journey. They've been in their situation far too long, and now life is giving them an opportunity to achieve something great. And though this person, this friend, needs assistance right now, this person says, I can't really assist you. I cannot help you. You need a nurse aide, a doctor. You need 24-hour care. Because keep in mind that we're saying someone may be going through dementia, a deterioration of their health, losing their memories come in and out. They're getting very forgetful, and they make up stories and believe themselves even though they're not true. And so the person who is walking away and saying, this would be too much of a responsibility and a burden for me to take care of an ailing person when my life is taking me elsewhere and I really can't take care of you because I don't have, the funds, the resources. There's something going on here. And that ailing person is waiting, okay? They're waiting for a reply. But for some of you, the reply would be, I'm sorry, but I will make sure that someone is taking care of you, even though I physically can't do this. Someone else in their life is truly, truly blessed and well off. And they have the means and the resources to take in an ailing relative or friend and take care of them, to give back for so many blessings that they themselves have received in their life. Welcome, Karuna. Let's get a final message for Citron for your soul. Let's get a final message from the Citron for your soul. Wow. It's unbelievable, the entitlement of some people. They don't subscribe. They don't hit the like button. They don't support the channel in a constructive way. And they want a free reading. Have a nice evening. Okay. Who can I serve today? That is confirmation. Confirmation, confirmation. Who can I serve today? So as we said, for some of you, you are so blessed that when you find out someone's health has been declining and they've been keeping it a secret because they don't want to be a burden, but you can physically see this manifestation of a health declining, you will come to somebody's aid because that gives you purpose and that fulfills you. Okay? In a world lacking soul-to-soul connection, small and simple acts are what creates the biggest and most lasting impacts. We shift our own pain and experience an avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in service of others. Who needs you today? What a confirmation and beautiful ending to this reading. Someone in need, but because they do not want to be a burden, or they do not want to admit to themselves that they really need help, that something is really wrong, and they need support and taking care of and nurturing and being looked after. We shift our own pain and experience an avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in service of another, and you come to their aid. That will be the option for some. That will be the action some of you will take that have chosen Citron. Today, your soul's action, Citron. Listen to your heart. Who needs you? Make one soulful connection today. One soulful connection. And give solely to spread more love, expecting nothing in return. You are going to give because that is your nature. That is what your spirit and your soul calls you to take action on. Notice the joy that you feel when you serve others. Okay? So when someone who you see health is declining, you see that they're waving their hand for help in need, they're drowning, they're trying not to burden you, but you can start to see the decline yourself with your own two eyes. You're going to say, oh no, I'm coming to you. Okay, I'm coming to your aid. Wait for me. I'm getting a room ready for you to bring you home to take care of you. While others will decide that it's time for them to go towards a new opportunity, their life path and life journey is taking them elsewhere. And so, though they will make sure this person is taken care of, they themselves will not be present or physically. They will call, right? They will call to check in, but they physically can't, pick up the torch. But someone here will be a hero, will put that cape on, and will show up and will be that torch in someone's life and offer them help and assistance. Beautiful, Citron. Beautiful. We hope that you enjoyed the Oracle's tea. This has been a general random tea spilling for your own personal private readings. Look in the description box below for the information and follow the links. This was a reading and a pick, a general spilling tea, which we introduced the gemstones labradorite, citron, and selenite were your options. We hope that we've brought some truth, clarity to you. Support your content creators. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And to receive your own personal private reading, book it at our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, in the description box below.